today, folks. Gotta have a sobering discussion with the insanity that's been going on in the stock market. If you were so fortunate to even be able to access your brokerage account, because most of us couldn't, at least till noon, thanks to one company in particular, which I'm getting tired of talking about, but oh my God, we gotta discuss this today, folks, of course, being GameStop. I'm gonna get into the earnings and synopsisize Facebook, Apple, Tesla, let you guys know what is going on, but in this current moment, the stock market is broken, my friends. And let's just kick this off, cut and dry. Consider hitting that like button, talking about GameStop and this new trend that is emerging that I am hopefully going to steer you into the right direction, because please to God, don't YOLO money on this, guys. I have been watching fundamental investors live stream across the great YouTube, and heck, even people asking Jerome Powell
to react to the wild ride that GameStop stock has had this week.
I don't want to comment on a particular company or day's market activity.
But the problem is if you are the idiot buying it now, you've missed the boat, my friend. All of the big billionaire investors out there, and heck, even Elon Musk, if he was in this, he ain't no more. He made his profits and left. There's just way too many people getting caught in this fallacy that they have to be a part of this historical moment for some reason, and to miss it would be absurd. But I guarantee you there are people gut-wrenching right now looking at GameStop and after hours down, what, 10%? And something tells me that's just going to be the start. I could be wrong. You can beat me into the ground if I'm wrong, guys, but I'm just telling you, don't get caught in this fantasy. Get caught in the reality of what's going on and what you're missing because of this, which is earnings. This has been one of the most insane earnings in market history right here, guys, and stocks are tanking because of it. So if there's one thing you should be focusing in on, perhaps buying into at the top of my StockTwits watch list here, is tech, folks. Oh my God, we're gonna get into Facebook earnings. Crushed it, trading down 2% in after hours, guys. You got Apple, crushed it, trading down 1.1% in after hours. And you know what this earnings just proved? Everybody and their grandmother's been saying, look, tech is overvalued. Tech is trading in the 30 PEs. We're in a dot-com bubble. That isn't true. These earnings are gonna justify all of that and prove to us that this economy is insane. Kicking it off with Facebook here, folks. Just take a look at these numbers, and I'm going to point out a few things that I find relatively interesting. But the revenue numbers, oh my God, guys, just take a look at this. I'm going to get you to primarily focus on the year end for December 31st in advertising. Actually, let's just do the totals. Let's just make this a simple summary, guys. Taking a look at $85.9 billion, an increase of 22%. But more impressively enough, just like Microsoft out there, guys, taking a look at those diluted earnings per share, what they put in their pocket was up a whopping 57%. Take a look at these EPS numbers. Oh my God. Come in here, guys. Say this with me. Microsoft did 37%, but Facebook, let it roll off your tongue, a 57% increase. Can I get any closer, guys? I don't know how to explain an EPS number that is up that high on a company that is as big as Facebook. And one of the coolest things is the fact that their revenue is growing across the entire market globally here, guys. This is what's so beautiful. There isn't one part of the world they're not growing in. So take a look. This just shows you the geography of revenue, with US and Canada being up massively, like an extra 30% from what it was in Q3. Europe up $2 billion compared to the quarter prior. Asia Pacific, the rest of the world, like these numbers over the holidays, I don't know what happened, but oh my God, I guess people wanted to be connected and blew up the Facebook social media platform along with those advertising budgets, clearly, guys. So if you don't own Facebook, I'd be buying it here, guys. What about Apple? Let's talk about Apple here. The golden gem of the markets, the tippity top of the S&P 500, Mount Everest that you just got to own. I am so glad I replicate most of my portfolio off that S&P 500 top 10 companies. But taking a look, guys, at these beautiful, beautiful numbers, what can we get highlighted out of here? Well, let's take a look at net sales. Total net sales for the 3-month end in 2020, guys, was $111 billion. Not for the year, for the 3-month end, folks. Ooh, that's crazy. That is absolutely absurdly crazy. Let's take a look at the earnings per share on this sucker. Let's take a look at the diluted earnings. We're at $1.68 over the year prior at $1.25, guys. Oh my God, oh my God. Let's just take a look at where these sales are coming from. iPhone sales up massively by $15 billion. Taking a look at Mac sales up about a billion and a half roughly. You got iPad sales sitting up, what, $3 billion. You got wearables sitting up $2-3 billion bucks. You got services up another, I don't know, $3 billion, bringing us a total net sales to that $111 billion, which is a beautiful $20 billion higher than the year prior, folks. There isn't anything else to say about Apple. The thing I love about Facebook and Apple so much, guys, is I could scroll through all this stuff, but it's such an easy company to grasp on its balance sheet. These businesses are so fundamentally, beautifully easy to understand for any investor out there, which is why it's so important you come and pay most of your attention to these companies, because it's easy to understand. I was trying to grab my iPhone, but I'm filming with it. But it's so easy to understand iPhone sales because we use them, guys. You know, when you buy businesses, you understand it. I hope people have these in their portfolio. If not, I hope you have the indexes, guys, because this earnings is unbelievable here, folks. So let's talk about Tesla really quick, which has been selling off into after hours pretty aggressively. This one is actually getting hit a little harder for short-term pain in hopes of a long-term gain, primarily related to the margins on their earnings. But honestly, when I looked through this, these are pretty good numbers, guys. I mean, the automotive revenues year over year are up 31%. These are the kind of growth numbers we would want, but honestly, owning something like Tesla, I want to see like 50 or 100% growth numbers year over year, which I think we're going to start seeing that ramp up come with the new production facilities that we can actually see scrolling through here, guys, because if we go to the bottom, we can actually see they're doing a revamp of their models here, guys, which is also driving some short-term pain, and it does look absolutely beautiful. I must say, one day I can't wait. One of my goals is to buy a Tesla here, guys. I'm kind of you can all point your finger at me and said, "Hi, you sold out too early," because I definitely did, guys. Long-term bull on Tesla, short-term bear on the stock. My stomach can't handle the insanity, guys. I like sleeping at night with my Apples, my Facebooks, and the rest of my dividend stocks of the world. But this is some awesome stuff going on, guys. I'd be a proud shareholder to see the production going on, which I think there is some big delay going on with the Berlin project. Don't quote me on that, but there's a few things that it could cause some short-term volatility in the stock price. But again, guys, how do you value something like a Tesla stock? But sitting here, I just want to reiterate the insanity that's going on right now. GameStop has become the attention of the entire stock market right now, and maybe I can share a little bit of a clip of some of the stuff that I was watching today, because heck, here, actually, let me just share a few clips and then we'll come back to finish up.
GameStop basically became a cult stock on Wall Street Bets, and today they hit $380 a share. So Chris, Jordan, I hope you're wearing your lift-off diapers. Where does it go from here?
How did it get here?
One of the most requested, most mind-boggling topics of investing insanity that I have ever seen, that's happening right now and causing some people to make millions of dollars in the process, and that would be GameStop.
So compelling. I don't know if it's outrageous. I don't know how to describe GameStop. When we talk about it as being manipulated or being gamed, we immediately hear pushback that short sellers need to be taken to task.
Today that you bought $115 calls in GameStop. Can you tell me what your position is as of this very moment?
Yeah. Can I tell you a little story before all of that, or no?
Why don't you tell me that first, and then we'll go from there.
So this morning I woke up after spending all last night in Wall Street Bets, reading about all of this stuff. I ended up closing up my position this morning, and I wanted to announce that I'm taking all the profits that I made, plus my original position. So I'm going to take $500,000, and I'm going to donate to the Barstool Fund for Small Businesses.
Perfect. Guys, one last reminder, diamond hands, hold. Don't
Hold the line. Hold the line.
We need the front workers to hold the line. That's what we're doing. Hold it, okay? Don't panic sell.
But I've been watching many YouTubers, like the last video you just heard there, guys, just really touting, trying to get their viewers to buy into GameStop and continue pushing into this idea that we don't need to care about Wall Street. We don't need to care about earnings or fundamentals. We could just buy a stock, drive it to the moon, making a ton of people rich. But at the same time, we're going to see the other half of this, guys, where a lot of people are going to go broke. We saw Chamath, the SPAC god that is running for California governor right now, make money off this. To like the guys that got rich are in and out, and anybody buying it now, I'm sorry, but you're gambling, and I hope you're understanding that you're gambling, but you should be buying into these stocks like Apple and Facebook that are getting suppressed after these incredible earnings. I'm just throwing that out there to try and offer some sobering, factual opinions of what I'm doing anyways, because I'll be hopefully getting some time to pick up these deals, because I'm starting to drool at the mouth over these dips. So I would love to know what you think about all of this in that comment section below. Did you guys enjoy the earnings kickoff so far? Because this is just going to set into tone how well Amazon's going to do, because God knows whatever someone's selling on Facebook is coming from an Amazon product, or basically in an Amazon facility more than likely. So Facebook does well, Apple does well. It usually sets into motion that we're going to be sleeping easy through this earnings season, guys. So stay cool, stay awesome. Stock market's broken, but I'll still be here to talk about it. So I'll see you tomorrow.